Welcome to the weekend preview for round 9. I think it's round 9. I'm sitting outside at the moment recording this, so it's a really nice view. It's just a couple of trees and my back fence. Kind of relaxing, but not very interesting. Anyway, we'll get into the upgrades. So for me in defense, I think it's Yo or Simpson. They have really good buys. They have the early buy. It's going to help us for the rest of the buy rounds, and that is the round where there are only 4 teams that are not playing, whereas the other buys have 6 teams that are not playing. So you and Simpson will help there, and also I think they're just the 2 best options, because we also have Jimmy Webster, who's doing really well, but I'm a little unconvinced on him, and I don't think he's going to outscore Yo and Simpson anyway. So out of Yo and Simpson, your choice. I'm doing Simpson because I need the money. But if you have the money, sure, go for Yo. Now in the midfield, the King Patrick. Is he back? I'm not 100% sure because he's still not playing that midfield role that got him 136 average for the year. So, yeah, he's still looking good and he'll still be a top 8 midfielder the way he's going. But I don't think it's that urgent. His break-even is still kind of high. So, bring in Patrick if you want, but I'm going to hold off a little bit. Clayton Oliver I really like. He has no Ed Kerno tag this week, and he's just a pig. He just accumulates so much. So I like Clayton Oliver. One from left field is Luke Parker. He's kind of been disappointing this season, but he came back with a really good score. Franklin's come back in, and that means that he's going to play. Luke Parker will play less forward time, and not only that, Sydney have a really weak draw, so I actually don't mind Luke Parker, and for his price I think you should really consider him. I think he'll improve on what he's done so far. For the Ruckman, I like Grundy. I don't mind Nick Nat, but if you have the money, I like Grundy because he's actually the number 1 ranked player on the AFL official ratings, so whether you think that's a good rating system or not, it's up to you, but to be number 1 still means he's doing something right. So I really like Grundy. He had 113 half last week, so I like Grundy. Nick Nat is another one. He has a good buy, and he's a decent price, and he's just had a rest, and he's got another rest coming up pretty soon. So I like those 2. If you have the money, Grundy. Otherwise, go Nick Nat. That's if you have like a Sam Jacobs or a Goldstein. You need to get rid of those guys. Then the forward line, Isaac Heaney. I think I'm the only person that doesn't have him. He's dropping in price, so look at him next week. He has a high break even. Walters next week, he has a really high break even, and he should average 100 in my opinion. So I like Walters and Heaney next week. Menangola is one you can look at. I think he's still a little bit underpriced, but I'd prefer to go for a cheaper option. So I don't mind Menangola. 4 scores over 120. That's really impressive. That's what we want to see. So he is an option. I still like Jesse Hogan. I traded him in. Low break even, and he should completely destroy Carlton this week. So I think this is the last week to get Hogan in if you want to get him. I think for his price, definitely he is underpriced. And his buy is pretty good as well. Alright, we can talk downgrades now. There's no one really of note this week that's on the bubble, but next week we have a few options. We have Ed Phillips, Ainsworth and Cumming. With Ed Phillips, I'm bringing him in this week because I want to do an upgrade. So I like him out of the 3. He had 24 disposals in his first game. That's really promising, so I like him, and St Kilda need to play youth. Ainsworth has a lot of competition for spots. I'm not interested in him. We'll have a look at him next week. And Cumming, I don't mind Cumming, but we haven't seen enough yet. He's mature age, which I really like. I think he's 21. I have to double check that, but I think he's 21, so that's a really good sign. We like the older players because they just have a better fitness base, you'd assume. Now for the injuries, Matt Crouch. Now this is really unfortunate. The Crows have a really bad injury problem this year. He's listed as general soreness. I wouldn't be trading out someone who has general soreness, but that could mean anything. So I say hold Matt Crouch. Michael Hurley is 1 to 2 weeks. That is a hold. Akers has a groin issue. I don't care how many weeks it says. When you see groin, you trade out. These are very complicated issues. They take a long time to fully go away. Get him out now. And Jago O'Meara, he has a corked calf, I believe, but could be something else. Could be his knee, still needs a rest. His bye will be really useful. And with a rest, that'll do him a lot of good. So I'm not sure how serious the injury is. So that's why I'm not sure on whether to trade or hold Jago O'Meara. I'd maybe hold him for a week just to see, or try and look for a report on how serious it is. If it is a couple of weeks, then get rid of him. But if it looks like a 1 or 2 week, then you hold him. So that's the preview. I hope you guys have a good week. Hopefully no more injuries come up. So yeah, should be a good week and good luck.